Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, Tom and I are going to be talking about this dirty Instagram ad trick that every guru seems to be using at the minute, and why we're sick to death of it, really. So Tom, welcome back to the channel, mate. It's been a long time.
It doesn't seem like a long time, but yeah, I haven't been on the channel because we've been running the business and doing other things, haven't we? There's other things that are sometimes more important than YouTube. But you've been fronting up the channel, mate. So everyone's probably more familiar with your face than mine. But
Yeah.
hey, here we go, fresh face. Here
Well,
I
I do
am.
I do introduce you on every video, mate. I tell people who you are, the mysterious
I'm just a
figure.
myth, mate. I'm a myth of SMMA. That's what I am.
So yeah, mate. Today's video, this is something that's been pissing us off for a long
It
time.
pisses me off massively.
Yeah, it's like I think it's just going too far, mate. I've said it in a few videos, and we have where it's like, where does this end? It just feels like people can literally say whatever they want. There's no repercussions, and it's just like it's never gonna stop.
So what are we talking about? What are we talking about that's never going to end? What is it? Like
Well,
let's talk about it now. So everyone who's listening to us on podcast or Apple Music or watching us on YouTube, like, what do we mean by this dirty ad trick that people are doing? Like,
yeah.
let's talk it. Let's throw it out.
There's a few things. One of the things you're going to talk about, but the main thing is over the past kind of year, I'd say the it's more for the courses in the social media marketing space. So like your SMMA gurus, your Forex gurus, your just like the classic Instagram gurus that make ads on social media. And 2 years ago, it would just be, hi, here's my course, go to my webinar. And over the past 6 months, now that shit stopped working, everyone got sick of it. The way people are now trying to sell their course is by saying, stop right there. If you don't sign 15,000 SMMA clients in zero point 0.2 minutes, this is an over exaggeration, I'm going to give you 20 grand in your bank account. It's just like the over the top guarantees with just no, like, I don't know.
Substance.
There's no substance behind it. Um, there's no limits on what people can say. So people can literally guarantee anything.
Whatever
And
you want. Yeah.
if you've got any kind of experience in SMMA, for the people that are saying you can sign 5 clients in 2 weeks, or you can scale your business to 50,000
Mate,
in a month, or like book 90 appointments every month that show up from day one, you just know that these people are just lying through their teeth.
it's when it's one person who says this to me in particular, and they say, and I'll shoot you a 1K check for wasting your time. It's like, honestly, it's would you
I
fuck
would love to see how many 1K checks they've actually sent out in comparison to the amount of 1K checks they should have paid out when they don't get people results.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So those that are listening, just to put it in context, when me and Harry are on our Instagrams, and even when you are on your Instagrams, there will be, it depends how the targeting works. And obviously they know what me and Harry, they know the industry me and Harry are in. So we are exposed to these type of people. So someone will come on the Instagram story as an ad. It won't be a feed. It doesn't tend to be as much of a feed ad as it is story ad, where you see someone and firstly, they throw their hand to the camera to get you to get your attention. It's really annoying. So they just do that. You can't, if you're listening to us on podcast, you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just basically going to throw my hand to the webcam. So they go, hey, as if like I've never seen someone like wave to a camera before. Like this is a new individual. It's fucking pathetic. And they think as consumers that we're going to go, oh, this is different.
Yeah.
Let me watch him for 30 seconds. It's pathetic. And what's happened is one person's done it, and then someone's gone, oh, that must work. I'll do it. And then you've got everyone doing it, because that's what happens is everything goes in cycles. So they throw their hand up to try and get your attention and then go into their spiel. Super annoying, it's cringe, and everyone needs to fucking stop doing it, basically. The other thing is they then say I can do blah, 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 and I'll shoot you a 1K check for wasting your time. Now, pathetic, because there'd be T's and C's aligned to that. I expect they've never done that, and that's just a fake promise, because what they're saying is, I can guarantee you blah, 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 or I'll shoot you a 1K check for wasting your time. You can't guarantee anything. It's amazing. It's absolutely staggering how the
Yep.
unregulated world of Instagram, it's madness, but it's so cringe that I'm instantly off it. I can see it straight away. I'm instantly off it. But the type of people are now thinking, what are the type of offers they're offering you? Well, it's anything from appointment setters is a big one. So if you're a business owner of any kind, they're kind of now saying, I can guarantee you 90 appointments in a month or 90 days or whatever it will be, guaranteed 90 appointments for your service.
Yeah.
It's like, but then here's the kicker. For those listening, here's the kicker. My service is bagging up dog shit and sending it to people's houses. That's my service. I make a great business from that. Don't get many sales, but I need more sales. So actually my service is bagging up dog shit and sending it with a sticker of my face on. So they've now guaranteed me 90 appointments of people who want my face on a bag of dog shit.
Yep.
That's how shit it sounds. They don't know what I do. They don't know what me and you do. They don't know what because often we get people saying, we'll get you some more Academy members, Tom. You know, you want to sell your course, we'll sell your course for you. I'll guarantee you to add an extra 25K a month to your course sales. My course has got one video in, and it's me bagging up dog shit.
Yeah, I know. It's
like, you don't get it. It's nonsense. Chit chatter. That's all that is. Bullshit. It's utter bullshit.
And this, mate, this can go away from that. This video is about the ads that we're sick of seeing, but it can also go into you as an agency. Someone messaged me this week saying, Harry, is the fact that I can bring someone 20 clients in the first 6 weeks. So if you started working with a dentist, you're going to promise your dental clients you can bring in 20 paying customers in the first 6 weeks. And he said, is that realistic? And I said, I have no idea if that's realistic. I can't even say if that's realistic for our agency without seeing what the business is. Because what if you promise that and the dentist has they can't speak on the phone. Like like the receptionist whose job it is to ring those leads can physically not speak on the phone. How are you ever going to hit those targets? So there's stuff that's completely out of your control that bases very heavily on whether you can hit that target or not. And you're going to go around and base your whole agency on the fact that you can do that very specific guarantee. Well, your brand's not going to last very long, is it? Because you're going to work with 3 dentists. All of them are going to have different issues that you need to troubleshoot in that first 6 weeks that you're not going to be able to hit it. And then what? Your brand's ruined because you have your word means nothing because you've guaranteed something, over promised and under delivered, and you're just ruined. So this is what people just think they're being so clever. And they think the only way to stand out in 2023 is by promising the fucking world to people and guaranteeing it. But I don't. But the worst thing about all this, mate, is that the guarantees mean fuck all. It's not like you're working with, I don't know, like an established bank or an established business of 200 years that everyone knows, like that guarantee you can use a coupon in their store. You're trusting fucking Joe Schmo over here on Instagram that could just do
he's got 200 followers and you don't even know if he's got business.
Exactly. What right does he what could you possibly do if he doesn't stick to that guarantee? He'll just go, well, actually, you didn't do this, this, and this, so I'm not paying you the $5,000, but we've done loads of work, so we're keeping the money you paid you. And then what? Yeah. What are you going to do? Bring up fucking SMMA helpline?
You'd be like, bye-bye. And then, because there's no reputation involved for him.
Well, there's no punishment. There's no there's no consequences of people making these guarantees. We could make an ad now, mate, and we could, if we really wanted to, there's probably 20 people that watch this channel, which, saying this, we would never do this. We could scam 20 people on YouTube right now. The people in our DMs that message us every day, we could do Instagram outreach to everyone who follows me on Instagram or follows us on YouTube and say, I'm going to get you 10 clients in the next week, pay me $2,000. And we'd make 20 grand like that. But we're not going to do that because we're not fucking arseholes.
No, and it goes to show that so many people are doing that. There seems to be now, what's happening is there's now people have figured out, we can make a bit of money by offering this particular service to bring in an immediate amount of cash, probably undeliver on the results. We won't have to give any guarantees because there's loads of T's and C's applied to that. And then we go over and over and over and over and over again, and then you've generated a whole bunch of cash. There seems to be a circle and a network of people doing and offering the same service with the same guarantees, with absolutely no substance or proof or anything attached to it. And also when they show you inside their Zapier, how many zaps they've zapped out in terms of appointments, you look at it, it's just yeah, I've seen these ads. There's one ad in particular. We won't say who it is, and he shows his zaps and stuff.
Yeah,
I could fucking zap anything up to anything.
yeah.
I could.
I could.
You can just. It's so
You know what?
easy to do.
Do you know what also fucking pisses me off, mate? When you see a YouTube ad of like these people selling their courses, and we have nothing against you selling your course, do whatever you want. We're just talking about this. They'll say in the first 10 seconds, here's Susan, she makes 100 grand a month. Here's Mario, he makes 4 grand a month. And it's like, and then they go like, oh, if you want more proof of how good I am, I've got loads more. And it's like, well, anyone could fucking say that. I could get up and say fucking, I don't know.
Anything.
Yeah, it's like we've got this random testimonial of a screenshot that I could easily fake, and that's just supposedly just you should just take that for
Yeah.
anything, which is why all the testimonials we have are video testimonials of real people. So it's like,
I think it may just without just sort of shutting you down. I think the message we're trying to tell people here is there is a huge world of people trying to hoodwink you online. And if you don't know what that means, hoodwink is basically putting the wool over your eyes and knowing full well that actually this is going to benefit them rather than you. You're not going to get a lot out of this. And this is a money-making scheme, just like pyramid selling was and Forex trading. Obviously, SMMA is the one that sticks around because it's a genuine, legitimate, very honest living. But there's lots of ways in which people are desperately trying to pretend they have a very successful career, and they will teach you how and can help your business succeed by offering complete face guarantees. So it's the point we're trying to highlight here is it's a very dirty world that's completely unregulated, and just be really careful and spot these fraudsters and these people who are all talking and saying the same things. All they are is sheep. They're sheep in this industry, and just be really, really careful. But it fucking pisses off. It's cringe. I feel sorry for them. I look at it and go, you're a sorry ass bastard, because I can't be
I
that.
think,
You can't become that.
yeah, I think it's gonna stop eventually, mate. I think it's just gonna go too far. I think it's one of them things where it's like people are constantly trying to one up each other. Like now I'm seeing people say they're going to give a 5 grand check to people that don't fit the guarantees. But where's it going to end? Is it going to be like, if you don't do it, I'll give you my business, or like I'll fucking, I don't know.
Yeah. It will be. It always seems to go more and more and more, and then what will happen is it will then come crashing down, and that will stop because everyone knows it doesn't make money anymore. And we're all sick of it, and that's a fake.
And these guys' reputations who are chasing really fast cash now will just be ruined. I think so, anyway. Because I can just see straight through it, and I'm sure loads of people can as well. Because if you look at the comments, I did this in a video. I think 2 weeks ago, I did a video on how to spot a scammer on like in the course world, and said like not everyone is a scammer, but there are lots of them. And when you look at the comments of all of these ads, even on TikTok and on Instagram and Facebook, they all say the same thing. It's like, when will these people just shut up? It's never positive comments, never.
No.
So it's like it's gonna end eventually. I think it's only a matter of time. Well, I think that was a good video, mate. It's a bit negative, bit moany, but I feel like every now and then we just have to have one of these.
But it's funny. It's funny,
It
mate.
is.
And we like it. It's funny, and we're calling it out. And those are listening, like, it's just we're just trying to bring some reality check to this world and call out what we see, and for everyone to understand that it doesn't go unnoticed. All this shit that we're talking about, it's not unnoticed by me and Harry. We're recognizing, we're calling it. We're not naming names and pointing fingers. That I could easily reel off about five
Yeah, we
off
could.
the top of my head, or who does this, but we won't do that quite yet, I don't think. But yeah, anyway, it's just keeping it very relevant, real, and understand that we recognize the BS, and we're going to tell about it.
Because most people, I've never heard anyone talk about this, mate. Like people that have, like on YouTube, they just never talk about the shit that's in the industry. Like it's like maybe
they don't see it as shit. Maybe it's just me and you. Maybe we're just like freaks thinking it's shit.
Maybe we just don't fall under it. But it's like, it must just be like peaceful ignorance, mate. The people just like, oh, I know it's happening. I'm not gonna say it because like I'm benefiting from it now. But I just think I would never do it, mate. I feel like it's selling your soul to the devil. I could never put us out there on a YouTube ad where we're guaranteeing shit, and like, but I just wouldn't. It wouldn't feel right to me. It really wouldn't.
We've had people buy our academy and say, if I have your academy, will I guarantee to sign clients? I'm like, absolutely not. Like, I've got no idea what you're like as a person. If you learn what we teach you and you make notes and you work really, really hard and you apply what we've asked you to apply, then I would say your chances of being successful are 10x what they would be if you hadn't bought our course. But I don't know.
Exactly.
You,
Like
you, it's up to you, man.
imagine we did give a guarantee on the academy, and then you get into the academy, you watch all the videos, you don't do everything we say, you don't stick to the targets, you don't like literally do everything we say, and then you're like, "Well, can I have my money back?" And we'll be like, "Well,
There
why?"
are some people, mate. There are some people who are selling courses, and I could name a person who says it and says, "I guarantee that you by joining the academy or my course, I guarantee you'll sign someone in the first month, or we give you blah blah blah." I
Mm.
have seen that, but that's a big, big claim to make because this person who's bought your course could be a complete fucking thicko.
Mate, that's exactly right.
Could have 10 fingers on one hand. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't,
Yeah.
you do, it's not
Or
a
just,
nice
or
game
like,
to play.
or like cannot.
I'm not that desperate. Me and you are not that desperate for an academy member to guarantee that shit. And we just want to
No.
help people and and give all of the knowledge that's up here and in Harry's brain. He's on my screen just there. We want to just transfer that to you and say, hey, go off and do what we're doing. And I promise you, do it legitimately and honest in an honest way, and you'll do really, really well.
Yeah.
But we don't guarantee it because we actually don't really need to do that ever because we're not
And it
that
just
desperate
wouldn't, and
for
it's
it.
just, if we did, we just contradict everything we've just said. That you
Yeah,
can't
completely.
guarantee shit. It's like getting a personal trainer and saying, "Can you guarantee I'm going to have a six pack in a year's time?"
Exactly.
He'll
Exactly.
he'd literally be like, "Obviously not. You might go home and eat donuts every day behind my back. How can I? That's so unfair on me. Turning up to train you every day, you go eat donuts, and then I don't get paid because you're not consistent at what we've said to be consistent at."
Yeah, that is
That's the
exactly it.
perfect analogy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's the perfect way to end it, mate.
And for those who are watching us, this is not dog shit from a
Yeah.
bag.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit you were selling earlier, mate. If you've not watched our previous video, the previous video was a solo one I did on whether to choose ClickFunnels or go high level as a beginner agency, what we suggest, the kind of differences between the two. It's a nice video. Let's give it a watch. Make sure you subscribe. Continuously follow us on Apple Music and Spotify because we post every single day. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m.